or welcome back to my channel. This is Rosalina from Let's Plan About It. Today I'm going to be working on my catch-all spread for the week of March 9th to the 15th. I am thinking of using Stickwithcatie Cam and then Spring Love by Live Love Posh. You can use code Rosalina10 and that will save you 10% on Live Love Posh. That does exclude from Posh boxes, sets, and bundles. I'm not too sure if this one is available, but I will have the link down below in case you want to check out any of their spring sticker books. And then I'm going to use for boxes Mojo Jojo plans, yellow boxes and more, and purple boxes and more. And you can also use code Rosalina10 for Mojo Jojo plans. So these affiliate links will be in my description box down below, and I will earn a small commission if you do decide to shop through my links, and I always appreciate anytime anyone does. So let's go ahead and get started with the plan with me. Alrighty, so this is the set that I'm going to be using today. It is so pretty, and that's why I wanted to mix her. I feel like she is going to just be such a nice touch because you guys know me, I love my doll and florals. So let's see what I can get in. I want to bring this in here. I'm just not too sure where I want to put it. I never really stick a doll here, and I'm kind of thinking about doing so. Okay, actually I have a thought. Let's see how it'll work. So what if, I'm gonna see what this will look like. I'm thinking, what if I take a long box, get it here to take the space of what I'm taking up, and then having florals next to her. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna start by having her here. I don't want to cut too much of her shoes off, but just enough. Okay, and then I will have this box behind her, and this will, actually I'm gonna go all the way down. This will take care of the function that I am taking away from myself. Okay. I think that's as straight as I can get it. Okay, cute. Then I will take this floral and stick it down here so it will all work. It's gonna go all the way down at the bottom. Okay, like that. I think that's fine. I'll still have some boxes. I think that is going to work. I think that looks super good. And now I'm thinking about quotes. I'm just gonna stick that down. I don't think it really matters how I put it down. I know that Amber Plans Her Day, that sticker book, has a lot of quotes, and I actually have it right here. So maybe I can find a quote in here. I'm thinking a new beginning would be really pretty to have up there. So I'm going to grab that one. Okay, so let's take this here and oops, okay, that wanted to go down without me being ready for it. All right, let's see. So, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, let's stick it right here. So that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna take a little header box here, and for that I'm going to take the purple take this purple here and do that. So I'm gonna white out where it says to buy. Okay, so I'll get this about here, and then maybe I'll put some floral or something just to kind of hide that white out. Okay, cute, 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 cute. And I'm gonna straighten this out. I feel like that didn't look that straight. Okay. I don't know if that did any better, but we're just gonna, you know, let it be. Okay, I feel like I'm taking way too long for this one little section. I need to get a move on here. I'm going to kind of cut around this offset. This is a huge offset for some reason. I don't know why it's so much, but I just want to do like that much just to really cover up that whiteout. Okay, that's pretty. I think I want to take this one and have it here. Yeah, because I don't mind cutting into the, like this, why can't I think of it right now? Like the punches, I don't mind getting into the punches. That doesn't bother me. Okay, I think that's really pretty. And now I want to bring in a little bit more. I think for here, I'm gonna leave home tours alone. Maybe I can, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna change this out here. So I'm gonna get a header box, and I'll probably take a this color and stick it right here, but maybe have some floral here, and then I can still find something else to put in that box, or like these little things, or I could put some bullet points and have whatever I need there. Yeah, I think that'll work. So going to white this out. I always just try to do something different every week so I don't like kind of get bored of the layout. Sometimes I don't need so much function, so it's okay. And so I'm just trying to, you know, make the most out of it. So I think that's good. And then I'm gonna bring in some purple bullet points. All right, so that looks good. So I'm going to, let's see, move these over. And I'm kind of wanting to just bring some more boxes and kind of fill up some florals along here. Let's take this floral, kind of thinking about having that there, and then bringing some more boxes here. The only thing is, it's going to, let's see. I would have to get this about right here. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of liking that. Like I said, I try to do something different every week. Sometimes I'll kind of just leave the layout the way that it is. But then there's some weeks where I want to try something out, something different, just to see like what else. I'm still experimenting with this layout, so I just want to see what's like my preference when it comes to this layout and all that good stuff. So I think that looks pretty good. Let's see, maybe I can get these little florals right there, and maybe like that. Yeah. I mean, I could put more, but let's see. I'll wait. I'll let that be just kind of like that, right? And I know I took up the function, but I have function here, I have function here. I'll still make this a functional thing, and then I can put some boxes down here. I think that's fine. I think that will work. So let me get one of these big boxes. I could take like that with, let's see. So then I won't feel guilty taking up so much of the function there because I would have plenty here. I think I kind of want to do it. Maybe I can do it. No, I think I liked, or something like that. Put some florals. That actually might work. So I'm going to take this as low as I can. Okay. And have this about here. And then I will white out that box. Okay. Okay, I tried to get that as straight as I could, but that's probably the straightest that I would be able to get it, but I think that's going to work. I want to get like some type of floral. I'm thinking about using one of these. I can just cut it and I can have it here. I don't plan on using those boxes, so I think that'll work for me. Like, these are pretty, these boxes, but I don't see myself using these, at least not in this spread. And I do still have another set of these florals in case I did want to use them. So I am going to, let's see, we'll get them about right here. And then I will just cut this like that. So it looks like it kind of goes like under that box. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna cut that so it's more sharp. Okay, yeah, I think that looks really good, and I think I am going to bring in some bullet points, and I am just going to alternate between the purple and the yellow. I'm gonna move these over. I feel like I'm such a mess today. Typical, typical, typical. Gold. All right, so I just alternated them. I don't know exactly what I want to put on here, especially because it took up a lot of Monday. But I mean, I can write here, maybe I will do reading. And then I could just put like 1 chapter, 2 chapter. So I am going to pull Plan the Plans by Mojo Jojo Plans. And I'm pretty sure there was a reading in here. Or am I thinking, oh yeah, read. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. So I will take this pretty, let's see, which one do I want to do? Yeah, maybe I'll stick to this pretty font actually. I am currently right now reading Frida McFadden, Dear Debbie. Oh my goodness, that is such a good book. It has me hooked on it. I haven't been able to read it today, but maybe tonight before bed, depending. I typically edit right before bed if I am not reading like a book at that moment. I always try to like switch off, but I don't know, I might wait to edit this until tomorrow and I might read that book because it's so good. It's such a good book. So and then I already have a couple books that I really want to read after that. So here I'll just kind of track like, you know, 3 chapters or finish certain book or start certain book or something like that. So I think that's going to do pretty good. I'm gonna just label here the days of the week. Okay, so that's there. And then I don't know exactly where what I'm gonna put on everything else, but I will see when I get there. So I am going to start on this side here, and I'm trying to think if I have anything going on this week. Okay, so the only thing I really need to document is something on Tuesday and Thursday, and then everything else should be good. So I kind of have free reign to do what I want on this spread, and I love when that happens. So I am thinking, where do I want to put some of this? I kind of want to, let's see, maybe I can thin this sticker out a little bit and have some like here in the middle and then have some on the side. So I'm going to actually put this back because I want to get a straight line, because if you guys know me, I don't cut straight lines. I just can't. I can't do it. So I am going to get something longer. So I have my ruler here because that's how determined I am to get a straight line. But even then, it probably still won't be straight. But I'm just going to cut a decent amount so I can, let's see, I want to get some right here, right on this line. Okay, trying to not be too crazy with florals. Sometimes with florals, I like to do borders. I like to do all the different things, but this week I really don't want to, you know, get too crazy with it. So I'm really gonna try not to. Okay, let's see. So, let's see, that can go there. I just don't want it to take too much of Monday. So I think I'm changing my mind. I'm going to be cautious on my Friday, like that. I think that'll work. All right, that looks good. And then I want to take another floral and have it on Thursday. I mean, I know that's Thursday, so if I cover up the date, that'll be okay. Or I can have this here and then have some like there and there, but I would still be covering up the date. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this instead. Like that. Okay. I don't want to fully cut it yet in case I change my mind. Where can I put this one? And I can still have some boxes. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to really figure out placement. like I said, I don't want to get too crazy heavy. Just want it to look pretty and dainty without getting too heavy-handed, because I am definitely a heavy decorator, I would say. I like to fill up all the white spaces. Okay, and then I'm thinking for here, I can, let's see, I know that that's Thursday, but I don't want to make it too heavy, but I don't also want it to look like unproportioned compared to everything else. Let's see, this might not be the right one. What if I did this one? I'm going to do like that instead. It just covers up the date, but I mean, if it's the 11th, I'll know that it's the 12th. Okay, so I think that will definitely work. I'll still be able to have my function. It doesn't really take too much, but I still have my florals. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, I am going to start bringing that function in. So I said that I for sure needed a box for Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm going to bring in those boxes really quick. I'll take one of each color for the boxes, just so I have good function. Or what I can do is take one with some bullet points, maybe leave Monday alone and Wednesday alone, or I can add bullet points, but I don't want it to look too heavy. So actually I'm going to take this box here and have 2 bullet points, just in case, you know, I don't know, I might need them. So take my, oh no, these are the wrong ones. This, okay, let's see, hold on. So I'm going to get this here. I got the wrong bullet points. So I'll come back for Tuesday. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'll take this about here and this about here, and I'm going to move this one down more centered, and I might even bring in a header box to, let's see, like so, just to bring it all together so I have a good function. And then I'm going to bring in the bullet points for Tuesday, and then Monday and Wednesday I'll leave alone. Maybe I can try to find like a quote for Wednesday or something. So we'll get these 2 here. Okay, yeah. And actually I kind of want to do the same thing, but this time I'll do this right here, and I'll bring in a header box this color just to kind of mimic that. Okay. So I'll get this like right here, like that. Okay, right? Yeah. And then, so I have those, and like I said, Monday, Wednesday, I'll leave alone. let's do the same for here. So, but I'm gonna leave Saturday alone, and then I will do the boxes and function here, and then so it just kind of looks all even. So I think instead of like the bullet points, maybe I would just do big boxes instead. So I'll take something like that and then something like that, and then we'll be good. So I'm gonna get to this here, and let's see, I'm gonna put this one a little over like that. I'm gonna bring it closer. I want them like gapped, but not too gapped. Okay. And then Sunday, let's see, that looks crooked. Yeah, it does. I'm like, wait, I can't move on if I have a feeling that it's crooked. Okay, let's see. I think that looks better. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna say it looks better. Then Sunday, I will take 2 of the thinner boxes. Like, I know one will be church, and then I don't know what other plans we have for Sunday. So maybe I'll put some bullet points for Sunday too, and then call it good. Right? I think so. All right, so then I'll get these 2 here, and I'll bring in purple bullet points. So let's just bring in 2, and these can be literally anything. May not be for that specific day, but it'll definitely be for something. Okay, then Saturday, like I said, I'll leave alone. So I think what I'll try to do is find a quote to go into maybe Wednesday or Saturday, maybe right here, since I don't really have much. I'm gonna see what quote I can bring in. I'm going to take a Be the Sunshine, and I'm going to get it about right there. I think that's a pretty nice place. I still have function, and I think that's pretty good. I was kind of wanting to maybe bring another quote, but I don't know, maybe memories last a lifetime, maybe stick it here. I mean, like, they don't all like, these quotes don't all like mesh together, but that's okay, right? Like that. They all have different fonts, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I think I like it like that. Yeah. I was kind of thinking maybe to bring it here, but I think it'll just look a little awkward there. I feel like it'll take up more space. So I think I'd rather leave it like that. Mondays are typically like slower days for me anyways, so I think that's okay. So quotes, I'm good. I'm going to maybe bring in some florals for up here. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up and see how much of this floral that I can get right here. I don't want the bottom of the leaves showing too much, so maybe like that. I think that's good. Okay, and if you guys happen to hear a little like rustling, my dog is in here and he's adjusting himself. He's on my daughter's little like squishy chair, so it like makes little noises in case you guys hear that. So I could get this here, and I could bring in maybe like a header box, but then I would kind of feel obligated to cover up those lines. Let me see, what if I brought in like a big box or something? Then I'll really be good with function this week. I would be so good with function. I can have this here and maybe some florals above it. Kind of thinking of doing that. Let's see. But maybe a different floral. Or I can probably pull from the box again. One of those. I think that might actually look a little better. Okay, I think I'm going to do that and bring in some floral from one of these. I'm gonna do this one here. Okay, like that. Let's see how that'll look. Yeah, I definitely gave myself function this week, guys. For sure. What if I put like a gold, like that goldish color box, just for proportion, kind of have it opposite of that. So let's see, how would that look? It's gonna cut off at the edge, so it'll look like that, but kind of intrigued. It'll look like that. I mean, I think that'll be okay, right? I think so. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I think that should be fine. And I'm going to bring a little bit more of florals, but maybe not that one. I just feel it looks a little empty. So going to see, put some there. Okay. Right? I think so. And I want to stick one of these boxes somewhere. Down here maybe? Oh, maybe right here on the side? Like that? I think that'll work. Okay, I actually changed my mind on this one. I don't know what it is. It looks very empty up here to me, but having something there I'm not like in love with. So I'm gonna see if there's anything else that I can really use. I don't know if it's just like the length of it. Let's see, I could do something like that where it's longer and more centered. I think I like something like that better. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. This is a prime example of you don't have to use your stickers the way that they come. You can always, you know, do some surgery on them and they'll still look just as pretty. So I like that. I kind of want to use some of these scraps up as much as I can. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more under here just to have some extra little something. And I think the spread is going to finally be done. Okay. Yeah, I really like it. I'm going to get this into the planner and see how I like it. That kind of gives me a feel if I need to add anything else. Alrighty guys, so I do have this back in the planner and I love it. The only thing that I think it's really going to need is this font in one of these. I don't know exactly what I'm going to want to use these for until we get to this week. So I will put those in when I'm actually writing in them, but I think it's going to tie together so well. I love these stickers, especially with the doll. I feel she really just ties everything together so nicely. So hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this spread. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not, but you would like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.